team is getting set to come out onto the pitch. A big crowd, 42,000 capacity at Rosario, and here's the welcome for Argentina, the Pumas, coming off their heaviest defeat so far in the tournament. But that was last week against the All Blacks. Ever since the Gold Coast last month when they gave the Wallabies a huge fright, they have targeted this return clash. They haven't beaten Australia since 1997 in Buenos Aires. Number one there is Rosario, Dr. Rodrigo Rosario, and this is his swan song, his 55th test. So the Wallabies are out there as well. This inaugural Rugby Championship has been a test of Australia's depth so far, and today is no different, with enough players to make up a test squad already sidelined through injury, including three captains. Coach Robbie Deans has managed to put together an understrength side he hopes, we all hope, can pull off a backs-to-the-wall victory. Now we're standing by for the anthems to be performed by a former Brumby, Omar Hassan
Halil,
former teammate of my colleague. Omar Hassan Halil, and quite a few Aussie fans. I know there is a University of WA team touring South America here to support Nick Cummins. Well, plenty of emotion there. Rodrigo Rosario, it is swan song. The tears are flowing, and your former teammate, Omar Hassan, performing the anthems.
Yes, the sing around on the back of the bus was always interesting with Omar. Had a great tight head prop for the Brumbies a couple of seasons there. Look at Rosario.
Oh, watch him in the softening up period. He could be dangerous in the first 10.
Oh, they are emotional. They're fired up, and they smell the blood in the water, the Pumas. They'll be coming after the Wallabies, make no bones about it. A great test for the Wallaby team.
Pumas still looking for their first ever win in the Rugby Championship. The most points they've scored in a match in the tournament is 19. In fact, they're averaging 12, so they'll need to improve that stat in this final match. Bonus point victory will see them finish equal on 8 points with Australia, providing the Wallabies don't earn a bonus point. Santiago Phelan, the coach, has kept the same starting side for the third game in a row. Kurtley Beale getting set to kick off. Rosario, the third largest city behind Buenos Aires and Cordoba, population of around 1.25 million. And the Rugby Championship match is underway. So the Pumas looking to work it out of their own 22. Back it goes to Hernandez.
Not a great clearance.
Sorry, I couldn't see the point.
Clark in early opportunity now for the Wallabies. First line out of the game. Marto, important that they get their set piece right. They've got a very tall forward pack. They're a monstrous side.
One of the biggest ever that Australia have fielded, 923 kilos and 4 jumpers.
The line-out wasn't perfect against the Springboks last week, but a good early, confident take there for the men in gold, and Tamani wearing number 6 this week. And they rumble it forward. They're getting through there to disrupt things. Number 4, Carissa.
Tamani stayed strong when it dismembered.
Phipps waits for it. Sharp, 111th Test match. Most capped Wallaby forward ever. He was playing advantage, penalty to Australia.
This is the sort of start, the first minute, that'll keep the crowd a little bit quieter.
7 blue, previous strike.
Craig Joubert, our referee from South Africa, hasn't he come a long way? 37th Test match, made his debut in 2003 when he controlled the match between Namibia and Uganda. It's a long way from those days.
And he's a great referee, understands the flow of the game very well. First opportunity here for Mike Harris.
Yeah, I'll move him.
Injury down. Mike Harris in the 15 jersey. Marto, will be interesting to see how he goes today. Will be there primarily for his goal kicking and probably his around the field kicking.
Yeah, I think they were looking to take the pressure out of from Kurtley Beale, not making him goal kick. Mike Harris only 1 out of 23 starts for the Reds at fullback. I'm interested when the ball goes up.
Harris from in front, and it is a good start. So the Wallabies in the crowd, the fans, happy with that. 3-0. The Pumas can't control the kick-off. First touch for the debutant, Nick Cummins. Wallaby number 864. Tapuahi.
It's a poor kick.
Yeah, not convinced with that option.
They were able to shut Gonzalez Emeracino down.
Wait, 2. Yes.
Hernandez. Back it goes to Beale. Inside the 22. And safely into touch.
Let's just go through that grubber kick. It went wide to Ben Tapuahi. The grubber kick, he does a magnificent raking left foot kick. He could have punched right down near their try line, but went the grubber again. It's the first time since Matt Gitto disappeared last year that we've had a midfield left footer.
Yeah, and it gives them that option to find touch. Craig Joubert asking the Pumas to be in the line out.
And Daho, the box kick. Well, it's been a problem for us, Australia. Their work in the air has not been great.
Sharper's onside there, of course.
Lost forward, general play, no offside. General play, no offside. Lost forward.
It's been such an Achilles heel for the Australian team, Marto, for so long. I mean, you're a fullback, you took plenty of high balls. Our back three can't catch a seed, can they?
Well, DBUani's come a mile since his days of the Western Force where he used to regularly drop bombs. That was just poor technique. He needs to get side on and shoulder impact. You know, if he's going to take a blow from them as the ball comes down.
Crouch.
It's the size of the packs.
Touch.
Australia.
Pause.
That big back row with Tamani at 6. Free kick.
Early goals. Early goals.
Wallabies going early. And so the Pumas towards the 10-metre mark. Penalty. Holding on.
James Slipper it was. Got in early. One of the things they've brought him into the side for Slipper is because of his mobility and his ability around the ground, both in attack and defence.
Marginal, but...
And Kane Douglas, the man down. He took the brunt of a shoulder hit, I believe. Or face.
Just there. But look at Slipper, he's in a great position there. Really fights, stays on his feet a long time. There's 4 guys trying to clean him out. Did really well, great commitment. Kane Douglas getting some treatment there. The Wallaby team, Dr. Warren McDonald on the field having a look at him. He's okay. The coaching box
Come on, yep.
of the Pumas look on. There's Robbie Deans and his staff as well.
Beale finding touch on the far side. They've played 18 times, Australia and Argentina. The Wallabies have won 13, Argentina 4. There's been 1 draw. In Argentina, it's 3 apiece and 1 draw.
Okay.
Tafu Pelota now. 40th test match for the hooker. Now pitches coming from Argentinian TV.
Okay, leave there.
Various commentary teams around the traps.
Oh, Tamani was caught running slightly across field. Beale takes control on the blind.
Down the short side. Taken by Albacetti in the end. It stays in play. And they're a little eager, too eager that time, the Pumas.
Yeah. Last man speaks.
Yeah, Fernandez Lobert rolled the dice, thought he could get through. The ball was out. Hadn't cleared.
Mado, it's probably the emotion of the Argentinians. They're up for it. They're giving away early penalties, which is allowing the Wallabies, obviously the first 3 points, and it looks like Mike Harris will have another shot here. Great to see Curtly Bill running that little blindside play. I like it when he switches the play because he'll ask questions of the defence. It'll open up gaps in the middle of the field. You can see then, you can't come in from the side. You can't touch a halfback who's going to pick the ball up. And 2 opportunities for a penalty and now a shot for Mike Harris. So they could get out to 6-0 in the first 6 minutes. It will quieten this crowd right down.
Okay, if you're so true with the tactics, so they hit up centre field and often they keep rolling around the same way, another 2 or 3 phases. Beale has that instinct to go very flat and change the point of attack. Did it there, and that'll make the defence twitchy. They'll be having a chat amongst themselves now going, gee, we've got to be careful of Beale. He's going to do anything.
Mike Harris, beautiful strike. 6-0 Australia.
Oh, so important. The Wallaby crowd supporters enjoying that kick, and that'll give them a great deal of confidence.
Listen, the crowd's died down. They were making more noise before the kick with all their horn blowing and whistling and hooting than after the kick. So a couple of pockets of Wallaby fans, they're the ones enjoying it.
Hernandez with another restart. And Summer just manages to get those big hands around the ball outside the 22. Phipps. Slipper. Beale. There's McCabe. The head bandaged. Beale asking questions. Good tackle again from Albacetti. Sharp. Harris. Samo and Cummins.
Is that forward, JP?
Lost forward by Nick Cummins on debut.
I think the Wallabies were lucky to get away with the Phipps knock on, not that one.
Yeah, and Radeki Samo was just holding the ball up, waiting for Cummins, waiting to see what they did in defence, and the Argentinians defended it very well on the edge there.
I'm sure Cummins would have loved the ball straight away. Tell me, this isn't a knock on?
Looked pretty reasonably knocked forward.
But Samo should have just taken off here and given it straight to Cummins. Let him do the finishing work.
Well, I mean, he's going to draw someone into tackling. He's 6'6". He can offload the ball to Cummins around the outside. Should have thrown the early dummy, planted it, would have got probably tackled and then offloaded to Cummins and given him a clear run.
Just stand here and watch this side of the scrum from your right.
Argentina's had no ball, Clarkey, in this match so far. There's virtually haven't touched
So
it.
you've got to remain behind the last man's feet. I think
So the
you
perfect
were
start
part
for
of
the Wallabies.
Yep, 72% possession for the Wallabies. This is a scrum not completed at this stage. Boy, headman Kane Douglas is going off for the concussion rule. Doctors will do their tests on him.
I know there's a long way to go in this first half, but the Wallabies have trailed at half-time in all 5 of their previous rugby championship games.
There's the mark. Come up, please. Come up to the mark. Thank you.
Been very slow out of the blocks.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Higginbotham on there at 19 on the side of the scrum. Lobay, there's a double round now with Lendaho. Inside ball. Fernandez.
7, roll away.
It's against Michael Hooper, not
Roll
rolling away.
Off your feet, release immediately. That's the standard. One.
Yeah, he was being supported on the Argentinian players as he kept digging away. First chance.
Juan Martin Hernandez, one of the survivors from the 2003 Rugby World Cup clash between Australia and Argentina.
See James Slipper take it up. Here's the knock on. Well, it wasn't a knock on in the end.
Hernandez, the 30-year-old, plays for Racing Metro in France, and the radar is working early. 6-3 Australia.
Discipline will be so important. If the Wallabies can maintain their discipline in defence, not give away cheap penalties like that, it's so important that they do that. If they don't, they find themselves chasing the scoreboard.
Ioane overran the kick-off, having a go. Lendaho will just put the box kick up and throw the pressure on. That's a shocker.
No.
3 times now the Argentinians have struggled to get out of their defensive end off a kick-off, and Curtly Beals put those kicks relatively accurately. Not a bad tactic to keep going with that into that corner.
Rodder now, sharp down to Phipps. Hooper, taken by his opposite. Guzman. Rodder now, not held.
Yet ball is out.
Good work, and also from Phipps.
Oh, that's a remarkable recovery from a dangerous position.
Phipps cut out. Kabawahi, and his second test appearance. Samo and Beale, wide ball. Ioane chopped down.
Let go, Blue.
Penalty. You heard the referee telling the Argentinians to let it go.
On the ground.
He started in the right position, but then as soon as he goes off his feet and has to be supported by another part of his body, he can't keep playing the ball.
Too many penalties conceded so far by Argentina. Another opportunity for the Wallabies.
But it's where they're conceding them. And as Cave said, they're having trouble getting out of their 40.
So much criticism of the Wallabies' lack of impact at the collision, the breakdown last week in Pretoria. Thoughts so far on that aspect?
Oh, substantially better. They're much sharper on in and around their support play. We can see players coming from depth, but it's because we've been winning the initial collision, just getting that bit of momentum every time we've carried the ball, and partly because Curtly Beale's actually sending the ball just a little bit wider. Tactically, I think they've got it right in the start so far. He's had a look down the short side. Phipps is looking for a runner, not on first or second man. He's actually passing quite often to the third forward runner. So it's that slightly wider channel, Clarkie, which is allowing us to dent the play.
Look at that, there's somebody in the crowd with a laser on Mike Harris. You see the green light? Somebody in the stadium. I'll try to fixate on his eyes. Of course, that's tragic.
Not very sportsmanlike.
You can do with all the horns and the whistling, but a laser's over the top.
And Harris, he concentrates hard. And it is now 9-3. 3 from 3 so far for Mike Harris.
Good start from Mike. Steady as she goes. Kicking's great. So important to kick off to catch it now when you've scored points.
Or change of direction.
Play on, and it's worked for the Pumas. Came off. The man leaping high. And now, is that lost?
Of course it's lost forward.
Well, he's looked across to his assistant on the touchline.
Oh, have a look at McCabe here. Did have him up.
And Daho. Farias. Penalty. Well, it's a silly penalty.
Get back on side.
Dumb stuff. I don't know how he thought he'd get away with that under the gaze of Craig Joubert. 3 points for that.
Yeah, well, it's not as if Craig Joubert's seen everything. A couple of knock-ons have gone missing, Mardo, so far. Players might think they're a chance for anything here, but good option there. Put it right on top of Michael Hooper. Beautiful kick. And Juan Martin Fernandez Lobe, the captain, gets up and wins the kickoff and puts Juan Martin Hernandez with an opportunity to add another 3 points.
Barely any wind.
So he's gone past the 100 test point mark. Hernandez. It's over again. It's 9-6 Australia.
Well, they hit back immediately after Mike Harris's third penalty. They've gotten back into the game. Shows how important a momentum changer, reclaiming your own kickoff, can be. See how the Wallabies go with Beale.
He's had plenty of hang time again, but no problem for the Pumas. And Daho. That's not out. Onto the left foot. And Morosino taken by Tapuahi. And he's got away from a couple. Beale, flat pass. Higginbotham. He's on there for Douglas, who's in the blood bin, or maybe the head bin, as we call it.
Oh, he lost the ball in the tackle, Digbiuani.
The Wallabies looking good when they're carrying the ball. Handling errors, 4 for the Wallabies so far. Argentina haven't made one, but
They've looked a lot better, Marta. They're winning those collisions. They're stretching. They're asking questions of the Pumas' defence. They've come out with a real attacking attitude, and you can see that by the way Kurtley Beale's approaching the game. He's flat, he's attacking, he's prepared to counter-attack or give it some consideration.
Here's the tackle on Ioane. It was a good initial hit and reefed it down as he hit him. Camacho. But even that, when Ben Tapuai took the kick, and in the tackle there was a bit of danger, but the clean-out was immediate and fierce.
Word we're getting from the Wallaby medical staff is that Douglas will not be back. A head knock, so he's been substituted.
It's an easy one though, of course. It means Tamani goes back to the back row, back to the second row.
Collapse more. Collapse more.
Wallabies earning the put in.
Yeah, strong
That's
play.
all use or lose. No one's got to
Strong
roll
play
away.
from Hooper and Higginbotham in the middle of it. Held the carrier up. Referee called it as a maul. Collapsed small players don't have to move away as they do in a tackle situation. It's a ruck. And they were able to prevent the ball coming
good
out.
20 minutes in.
Here we go.
Wallabies still haven't had a ball from the scrum, and that's their greatest possession. Have a look at Digby Ioane lining up behind Beale, looking to threat as a decoy or receive it. So they've gone wide.
Yeah, that's great.
I reckon Pat McCabe may take it up centre field this time.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Early goals.
Twice now.
Early goals.
Early engagement.
Roncero agrees with the referee, of course.
This could be the old-fashioned high ball, Marto. Midfield bomb.
Oh, you're right.
I love it. Not a good one, though.
They allow it to bounce, and it's there for Ioane.
Oh, he's lost it again.
Leguizamon comes away with it. So poor handling by the Wallabies. It's about 5 handling errors so far. And a chip over the top.
Oh, that's a waste.
Calling for the mark.
Complete waste of momentum there by the Pumas. They were on the front foot. Oh, that's terrible by
Fernandez.
He's appealing that he was tackled after kicking it. Oh, gee, there were players moved into his line, but he wasn't going to recover that. Territory was 70% to the Australians only about 4 or 5 minutes ago. So the Argentinians playing some rugby down in the Australians' territory.
Eusebio
Hold over, please.
Ginyasu, the hooker from Mendoza.
Come in, please. Come in.
One of a few Argentinian-based players. They go to the back.
Line out over. Come up.
Ndaho persisting with the high ball. Cummins takes it well.
Oh, it's his first bomb in Test rugby, the Honey Badger.
11. Roll away.
And it's against Horacio Ogusha.
11 white. Roll
With
away.
20 minutes in, the players are eventually going to get that Craig Joubert is keen to have a clean breakdown area.
Yeah, it's at this point you want your referee just to pull back on the whistle a little bit, isn't it? 20 minutes in, Beale looking to put some territory into the kick, and he does well. It's a nice kick. Handling's been pretty good because it is humid tonight, and the conditions, you can see the sweat on Kurtley Beale there.
It's only just under 20 degrees. No breeze.
Match kicking off at 8 p.m. local time in Rosario.
Get in line.
Good attacking opportunity, and it goes to the back, and Hooper was there to clean up, fortunately for Australia. Pick and go here from Alexander. Now Pallotta now. Charges into the traffic. Tamani. Phipps, no. It's been picked up by Higginbotham. Up to Sharp. 3 metres out. Wallabies. Phipps. Put it down, or did he?
No.
They want to check it. Remember, if he places it against the upright, no try. Not even going to go upstairs.
But they do have the penalty for off for not releasing. That's why Phipps took his time. That's why the dummy worked.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it hit the post about 300 millimetre, 30 centimetres above the ground and rolled down and out of his hand.
Too many of those infringements. Just a breakdown. General warning.
Ooh.
Great little play here from Higginbotham initially to make the break. You see Phipps go for it, and he thinks about trying to get it to the base of the goalpost. And you watch him here. He can see, he knows he's just got to get it to the base. He's looking at it, tries to get the hand out, and the ball just topples out.
I think someone hit his arm? No, the foot, just as he was about to place it.
Yeah.
They'll get the 3 points, but gee, after the Hooper, that overthrow and that long line-out throw, that's the end of Phipps knocking it on. But the long line-out throw, Hooper was aware, he took it on. There were 4 pick and drives, and it really threatened the Pumas. And then finally, Higginbotham and Sharp went so close. Wallabies, very disciplined attack.
Harris from in front. 4 from 4. 12-6.
Been some good moments for the Wallabies so far. Kick-off again, we come back to kick-off. Will they persist with that little one to the right? Yeah, they will.
23 and a half minutes gone first half, and this time Dabwahi throws the dummy after taking the restart. Back it goes to Hooper. Phipps goes high.
Leave him.
Pallotta now leading the charge, and it's been thrown backwards. Now,
Looked like it was off Tamani to me.
the last time it looked like it was off Tamati.
Oh, that's good work by Samo. Looked like he'd fallen for the dummy and then came back on Landahu.
Bosch.
2!
And Daho looking for his fly half. He finds Hernandez. And again they go high. Beale. Ioane.
Hang on to it, Digby.
Big tackle from Leguizamon. Penalty.
Yellow card, Cave.
It's coming shortly.
Yeah, got it. No. Once you're on the ground, you can't then play the ball. There have been too many by your team, so that's been.
Yeah.
In fact, it's Albacete in the white and blue headgear.
The man who's made more tackles for them in this tournament than any other, so they'll miss his work rate for the next 10 minutes.
In fact, he's a top tackler in the Rugby Championship. Patricio Albacete. The under 14, the Pumas. Check the scoreline. 12-6 Australia when he was sent to the bin.
Oh, that's a useful kick from Kirtley as well. Puts the Wallabies into drive territory. They've got an extra forward now, and they've got this big pack. They've used the drive early on effectively and got a penalty out of it. Digby Ioane carries the ball here a little bit loosely, sort of loses it, but you can see Albacete there. He just falls, collapses on the Australian side with his hands on the ball. You can't do that. Overthrow.
Oh, good work, Samo, to drag it in. And good pressure from the Pumas. McCabe goes to ground. Ioane.
That man's offside.
Playing advantage here.
Is it go? Oh, not now.
So another opportunity for Harris.
Crowd can whistle all they like, but I think it was Roncero who was a metre and a half offside waiting to greet the next attacker coming around the corner.
When you're playing away from home and the opposition's prepared to give penalties and give them within goal-kicking distance, you are ecstatic as a touring team. And so far, Harris has had 4 from 4, all penalties given away, within 30 metres of the Pumas try line. They need to discipline themselves. They've been poor.
Here comes the laser again. See if it impacts on him now. This is a terrible sight. I don't know what security they've got here at the ground. Usually pretty loose in Argentina.
Another fine strike, 15 points to 6.
No real excitement over that penalty kick in the Australian coach's box.
No, they're looking for the laser. Can't find it.
Hernandez.
That's what you get your non-playing reserves to go and do. Find the guy with the laser.
Cummins under some pressure. Good take. Pallotta now. And Beale, not his best kick, but into touch.
Just asking for his forwards to run a better block there in front of where he's kicking the ball from.
1 try assist, 2 line break assists, 9 runs and 3 tackle busts against the Springboks last week, wearing the number 10 jersey for the first time in a test match. Kirtley Beale.
Come up, please.
Juan Martin Fernandez Lobe, the captain.
Off the mark.
You wonder what they'll do here, the Pumas, because their normal mode would be to have a drive. One man down.
Advantage of throwing in, so it's going to be 6 on 6. And they've managed to secure a penalty.
Collapsing a maul.
Oh, do you reckon that was still a maul? There was almost...
Well, you've got to ask is that there's got to be an
Open
Australian
play.
in there. There has to be an Australian in there to see if it is a maul. 2 from one team and 1 from the other constitutes a maul, standing on the feet with the ball. You get a chance to look at the replay. I think you're right, Marto. I didn't think anyone else was in there. It's more of a tackle.
We're not in charge of the replays tonight. I don't think Argentinian TV want to analyse that too deeply.
Okay, thank you.
Juan Martin Hernandez. Again, it's a good strike. Beautiful strike. Very important kick considering they have a man in the bin. 15-9.
It really is, and it was the poor clearance from Curtly Bill that cost them. Wallabies with a man up, you sort of think there's an opportunity to really attack. You've tried to run out your other 2 kickoffs. Why not that one with a man up?
Well, it's been 5 minutes since Albacete, the lock for the Pumas, was sent to the bin.
Good kick.
Good take as well. Floating pass.
Now the Wallabies get their chance on this line-out.
Oh, they've been very good kicking to that corner. They've got Amaracino, fullback for the Pumas, who is a left footer. I don't know why they're not bringing him in, throwing the little cut one to him and letting him kick to the other touchline. They haven't been able to get out of this spot.
Amaracino hasn't been involved in the game as yet.
Hooper running off Beale.
Fine, straight down.
Phipps brings Ioane into it.
They're very aware that they need to cut him down at the ankles. Oh, and a steal.
And another loss of possession from Ioane. Great tackle. Now Hernandez looking to shuffle it wide. He's on with the kick. One bounce, into touch.
Nobody home. Beale was defending at fullback. He had no chance to get to that. Your open side flanker with a raking right foot.
Man from Lyon, playing his rugby in France. As the Pumas bench looks on. Plenty of noise now. 15-9, Australia over the Pumas. Pelota now. Sharp taps it down. Australian 22.
Oh, that's better from Beale. Oh.
The tackle Cummins on Amaracino. Agusha,
Roll away, goal
a
3.
small winger, but very dangerous. And broken play. Bosch got it out to Carissa. Struggled to hold on to it there, went backwards. Fagolo cleaned up.
Oh, there's hands in
Nico,
there.
goal.
Playing advantage.
Hands.
And they take it quickly. And Daho scored a try last week, pulled down by Higginbotham. Now it's Camacho as the Pumas look to up the tempo, and they cough it up and Beale goes wide. And there's a kick from Ben Alexander.
And a chase. But not the tackle.
Courageous stuff though from the front rower. And down it goes to Ioane.
He's making me nervous tonight.
They're waiting for that left foot step, and now he gets it back to Hooper.
Raton blue.
Opportunity on the short side of Nick Phipps.
There's a Puma, in from the side, yes. Clearly.
Yeah.
Counteract through the gates, not the side.
They're going to get it
Counteract through the
eventually.
gate, not the side, not you.
Well, they're flirting with danger. They already have a man in the bin.
The Pumas have conceded 9 penalties. The Wallabies 4. They're going to have the long-range shot. It'll be Kurtley Beale who'll throw it over. See how he goes with the laser in his head.
Tamani, couple of good carries. I mean, what's really noticeable from this match compared to last week is we're winning that battle at the breakdown. We're getting across the advantage line, which just gives you so many more opportunities in attack. The Pumas just haven't been able to stop the Wallabies on the gain line. Real dominant running performance so far, and it's really stressed the Pumas' defence. A minute to go in the sin bin as Kurtley Beale. 52 metres, distance won't be a problem. No wind at all, Marto, but a good strike needed.
Right in front. I won't say it's easy, but here's the laser again. Oh. I don't know if the crowd can see this.
Beale.
Pushed it.
It's wide. Still 15-9.
Which means we'll end up 3-3 after the Pumas were down to 14 men. Now Albacete about to rejoin the fray.
Another survivor from the Rugby World Cup 2003 encounter, Australia and Argentina. Albacete.
It's a good kick.
Oh, and Samo just took his eyes off the ball at the last minute, and now they cough it up, so we'll come back for the first infringement.
Clark, it's the sweat getting on the ball. You can see Radiki Samo. It is humid. Sweat just starting to get on the rugby ball, and it just gets like that. It gets those little patches on it. But no, sweat wasn't the problem there. It's just clean missed it, Marta.
Yeah, his hands are normally so safe.
Yeah, let's have some discipline on the hits, okay? Discipline on the hits. There's the mark.
Australia still haven't had a scrum win. Only 2 to the Pumas. They've now got 8 men in the pack.
5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Loose head and shoulders. Stay up.
Penalty on halfway.
shoulders down.
Opportunity for Hernandez
No,
maybe
not
to
now.
have another shot.
Yes. Not now. Penalty goal.
Doesn't take very long, does he? Puts the ball down, walks back.
See the difference in kicking teams between Harris and Beale. They're well elevated off the ground. His is virtually on the grass top. Small point for goal kickers.
Soccer player, ex-soccer player.
No sign of any laser on the face of
Oh, yeah.
Hernandez.
Won't the crowd howl here if he gets this one from 50 on the angle? Oh, no, he's hooked it.
He can't add the 3, so his first miss, so it's still 15-9.
Yeah, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Yeah, just so we're just caught there, man.
Yeah.
Because we're worried about going early, and
Yeah.
so he can't go up because we're just worried about going early. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay.
We don't want to bring that from down. So
Okay, I'll have a look at that.
Nathan Sharp just having a chat to referee Joubert about the jumping in the line out.
No.
Oh, was it the
Charge
line out?
down.
Scrum.
Beale.
Oh, it's a scrum.
Back to Harris.
Well, that's no good either.
Camacho.
A lot of Wallabies lying over the ball.
Number 2 roll away. 2 goals roll away.
Take
Against
your
Pelota
choice.
now.
Oh, silly stuff, though. I mean,
Move out.
you've played 37 minutes of rugby. You know that
Didn't
Craig
think so.
Joubert is
Fair
red
question.
hot on the breakdown. Every penalty's been around the breakdown except one scrum penalty.
Do the Wallabies really need Robbie Deans at half-time to tell them that Joubert's going to be full on at the breakdown in terms of penalties? They've got to sort that out themselves.
3 minutes till half-time. Important moment here. Now, with the line out, we see Beale just hack one straight into the The arms, and this kick had to find touch.
So real opportunity here. Good take from Farias. Fernandez.
Yeah, counter-ruck good.
Hooper
Ruck
came
on.
through to try and disrupt it, but it's there for the Pumas.
Hooper's on it.
Nandaho. Carissa.
Good
Lost
hit.
it.
Radicki Samo. A hit around the midriff, dislodged the ball.
Chance to run here for the Wallabies.
Advantage
Was there
over.
ever?
That's a great kick from Beale.
Does
Sorry, I was gonna make those
really
calls
well to
there.
hit that ball out to halfway. Important with only a minute or two left in the game, and
the
potentially
first half.
in the first half, Clarkie, and so important to get that ball out of that immediate danger zone, and he does it well.
Saw Nathan Sharp's eyes just go up to the scoreboard to check the clock.
Let's go in, please, White.
Samo puts the good hit on there, just was able to disrupt the ball.
Last chance.
Short side. Ginyasu.
2 assist tackler release, full release. Full release.
So they continue to infringe
Assist
the
tackler,
breakdown.
release.
Just for anyone wondering, Tatafu Pilota now, yes, he was on his feet, but after the tackle he failed to release. He's Sharp with the
So it's the
referee.
same warning as to them down there earlier. You've now given away a few in a row. Change our behaviour is needed. No. Yes.
The captain
He's a good captain.
wants
too.
to talk to the troops. He's played every minute of the Rugby Championship. The 34-year-old Nathan Sharp featured in all 10 tests in 2012. There's the angle in the distance for Hernandez.
They get away with it, the Wallabies.
Kick 3 from 3, and now he's missed the last 2 attempts. 15-9 Australia. And that is half-time in Rosario. It is Australia, the Wallabies, 15, leading the Pumas from Argentina, 9. Hernandez gets us underway in the second half. It's Australia 15, Argentina 9. Good take from Higginbotham. Straight back onto the left foot of Tapuahi. Not out.
Knock forward.
So a scrum early on. Well, things are going much better than last week for the Wallabies. Missed 5 tackles so far in the 80 minutes against the Springboks. They missed 34 tackles, conceded 10 line breaks and lost 3 of their own line-out throws.
Ben Robinson on now in jersey number 17 for Slipper. It's a tactical substitution, so Slipper can come back on.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
This could be the Wallabies' first scrum win.
It's taken a while. And again, they were waiting for Ioane.
There's that little wider play, Clarkie, that's worked very well for them.
Gets them over the advantage line, doesn't it? Now it's Pilota now.
Onside blue.
Robinson.
Reload.
Phipps.
Sorry.
Oh, hammered there. But got the ball back to Beale. Wasn't held. What a great pass, and Tapuahi just couldn't bend down and pick it up.
Oh, double bouncing pass after 6 phases. That's not what you want.
We're hoping to see more of this centre combination in the second half. 7th centre pairing in 2012. Of course, that's got a lot to do with the injury toll. But under Robbie Dean's reign, 21st centre pairing.
There's been a lot of changes. We see the tackling stats for the Argentinian forward pack. The always difficult, Clark, when you've had so many changes in the midfield. What suffers most is your attack.
While on that, this is the third least experienced backline Australia has fielded in the last 45 years. The two teams with less experience were the Wallabies team that took on Italy in 2009 in Melbourne and Romania back in 1995, the Rugby World Cup. So the third least experienced Australian backline in 45 years.
Well, here we are at the 42nd minute, Martin. I don't know whether Mike Harris can play fullback yet because in attack he hasn't seen the ball. Look, in defence he's in the front line anyway.
Pause. Engage.
We had 5 different fullbacks for the Wallabies this year.
Eventually picked up by Lobe. Lendaho flirting with the touchline. Camacho gone backwards.
Well, that went forward.
Turnover.
Hooper. Phipps. Tamani. Good tackle, Rosario. So Beale. Inside ball from McCabe to Harris. Doubling round is Beale. Kirtley. Oh, air swing.
Sorry.
That's okay. No.
Missed the ball, lost forward.
Did he get a touch with his foot on the way through? If he did, it's a grubber kick.
Craig Joubert said he missed it. Good goal for Craig Joubert. Understands the air swing pretty well. But I think...
Gee, Danger, would have loved to have seen him hang on to that. I hate that being his first option. When he gets a second touch coming around the corner, Beale, that's when Australia... The same thing as last week, Dave, you were talking about it. Second touch, Australia, so dangerous. Third touch, almost score a try.
8, binding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Great to see him. And
he had
Right, there's the
didn't
mark.
need to kick it.
Come up to the mark.
He
Thank
had
you.
Cummins on his outside, could have used him.
Stay up. Okay, sit. Right, good. Don't move.
Argentina, they're saying they've won 6. I think they award a free kick as a scrum win as well in Argentina.
Yeah, that's claiming just 3 scrum wins by them.
There are pictures coming from Argentinian TV. A bit of pressure being applied by the Wallaby scrum there, but it's been picked up by Fernando Lobe, the number 8.
No, 2.
Oh, he's again gone the midfield bomb, Hernandez.
it's a good one.
Oh, and Cummins cops it up. And Albersetti. So again, the Wallabies uneasy under the high ball. And an opportunity here. Now Bosch coughs it up. Advantage was over, so the Wallabies come away with it through McCabe.
Must attack with unsettled defence.
Robinson gives it to Beale. Sizing up his options. And now Alexander goes without it. No advantage there, so lucky to get away with that.
Oh, well, the advantage was almost gained by Kirtley Beale going across field and launching again.
Come off, have a look, JP.
Fortunate to get away with that drop bomb by Nick Cummins.
High balls, Marto, high balls. How many times will we say it? High balls are a real problem for the Wallaby side.
Well, they'll be seeing plenty of them in the next 35 minutes. No doubts. Cummins, first test. Harris,
That's fine.
first
Get him
test
on.
at fullback and also
Just 12
outside
line,
centre
yeah.
Tapawai, second test. So
12.
inexperienced in the back in those 3
Okay,
outside
he's subbed
men.
Anyway.
He's claiming he was attacked in the air.
Good idea from Kirtley Beale. I like it when he just does that little stutter step. If Ben Alexander holds onto that, he's through a little hole there, and the Wallabies get some forward momentum.
I love the fact that he didn't kick straight away. That was the best sign.
Nicolas Sanchez is on in 21, replacing
You want to.
Fernandez at inside centre. Well, Fernandez was the man with 12 on his back, so his test match looks to be over.
Touch.
15-9, that was the half-time
Bingo.
score. Australia in front. Phipps puts it in. Samo to Phipps, short side they go. And onto the left foot. The Hawaii. Oh yeah, one bounce.
Oh, deliberate check side punt or banana kick if you like. That was a gamble, but it was a good one.
I think we should point out that as he was coming up through the ranks in Queensland rugby, he was known as Ben Tapawai, but he wants us to go back to his Samoan heritage and he wants to be known as Tapuahi.
Well, he made a very proud visit back to Samoa at the end of last year with Digby Ioane, where they teched out Digby's father's green and gold house. And that's where he found out his name was Tapuahi.
Line out one by Argentina. Gizamon.
13!
Back it goes for the clearance kick. Oh, and another one goes down. Mike Harris this time.
Oh dear. No pressure.
7 handling errors by the Wallabies.
Send him on.
19 is on now for Argentina. Thomas Leonardi.
7.
Oh, he's just had the little look. Little Bo Peep.
You rely on the people around you to call what's coming at you. You don't need to look at them.
It's moments like that that let the opposition back into the game. That was a good counter-attacking opportunity.
Yes, perfect.
Leguizamon leaving the field. Great opportunity there. You get the ball back inside your own half and you're straight on attack again. But now, the Wallabies have let the valve go, the pressure valve. They've given the ball back.
The reality is they've been in control most of this game, the Wallabies, of how the flow's gone. Oh,
Good Ben Robinson scrum.
Great scrum, but it's been picked up by Lobo and now coughed up by Farias.
Let off. 3 men on the blow, on the blind side. Yep, yelling at himself, Farias. Super scrum, that's 2 in a row now. You watch the left-hand side pushing up with Ben Robinson. Look at that, 3 men coming at 1. Nick Cummins wondering what he was going to do. Worry no more.
There's the mark.
Oh,
There's the mark.
real let-off. It is humid. The ball is slippery and it's affecting the handling. You sort of expect to see a little bit better made of the conditions. It's sort of slight dew on the ground.
Crouch. Okay, leave. Touch. Pause. Ingo.
Phipps. Beal running onto it now, firing it out, and they put it down in midfield. Tapuahi. Those Parkses have to stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, the dimples on the ball, yes, they are designed more for rain and water from rain. The sweat seems to be the hardest thing that makes them
Leave him
slippery.
at the scrum. I'll make
But
sure
gee,
he's
they're
on
30 games into your season. You should be right, your skills.
Doesn't help.
It's just that Nick Phipps sort of pushed Curtly Beale just a fraction and made him hurry the pass.
I'm happy.
He rushed it,
Yeah.
put it too far out in front.
Ben Tapuahi hits back a little straighter. It's a lot easier to catch rather than sliding across.
Yeah, they're the little adjustments you've got to make in your game as you go on, in the back line in particular. You understand,
Touch.
change a few running angles to make it easier to
Engage.
catch a pass or to receive a pass.
Tapuahi never played outside of Beale
Right,
before.
use it.
Fernando Lobe
Again a loose ball.
Backward.
went backwards and now they cough it up.
Advantage goal. Advantage over.
Advantage is over. The kick, the grubber kick, and a good return. And a good tackle as well.
Roll away goal. Number 1 roll
And then Ben
away.
Robinson not rolling away. So a turnover,
It's high standards of set.
and they kick it away like they've been doing so often in 2012, the Wallabies.
Oh, 2 good moments. The drop ball by the Pumas and then the silly kick by Pat McCabe. And then Ben Robinson launches into a kamikaze tackle and then doesn't roll away. And look where we end up.
It's a great hit. He gets a good shoulder on here. He is a very good defender. That's the point there he has to let go, but he rolls onto the other side. Maybe he's a little bit disoriented. That's a super hit. But it's there now that he needs to let go and roll the other way. Not roll back through the Argentinian side.
Listen to the crowd. Wanting to put the icing on the cake for Rodrigo Roncero, the number 1, the veteran prop who is playing his last test. But
Let off.
They cannot win the line-out. And Hooper.
Come on, son.
Up over the 22. What a run from the loose forward. The men in goal arrive. Tamani.
It's on out wide.
Beale to Sharp. This time they hang on to it.
Oh, should have given it, Ben Tapuahi.
Oh, Mike Harris just had to stay on the outside.
Advantage being played now, and well done scrambling defence there from Argentina, but you'd have to say that somehow the Wallabies butchered an opportunity.
Oh, try line fever. Ben Tapua'i first test. Well, what a moment for Hooper. We know how quick he is. We normally see it after contact. I've never seen him run the 80 metres before. I thought one more fend here and he is in. Higginbotham slid into this and got the ball away nicely.
Did really well. Tapua'i, they just get confused on the outside. He's got two men. If he just gives that ball early, let Mike Harris make the decision, draw the last man, come and scores. Tapua'i just got greedy, hung on too long and butchered a certain try.
Mike Hooper has been a beach sprint champion before on the northern beaches of Sydney. So we saw evidence of that.
No, not now. When you got ready.
Bunyasu finds Manuel
Run
Carriza.
out over. Same ball, play on. Not none.
They've caught one. Cummins.
Number 19.
Phipps to Beale. Cut out pass. Ioane. Good tackle from Gonzalo Camacho.
Oh, no, it's still going, the ball. Was it a knock forward, though? Yeah.
Again, a poor carry from Digby Ioane into contact, losing the ball. Oh, that must be the sixth time he's lost the ball in contact.
There's one from a kick, and then there has to be five. Most of them, all of them are post-tackle. They're not just a fumble.
And then the Wallabies with plenty of turnovers, 13 of them, handling errors galore.
12 handling errors. Yeah, you're right. Digby would be responsible for half. 6 runs from 11 possessions. They're good stats for Kirby Beale.
But it's indicative that the game hasn't really got going when your fly half have only had 11 possessions.
A lot of errors and a lot of penalties at the breakdown in the first half. Remember, the longer it stays at this scoreline, the more pressure will come on the Wallabies. They're the team that has travelled. They're the team with this horrific injury toll. 38 players used in 2012.
And we're seeing a team really guts it out. They've played well so far tonight. Handling errors and everything else aside, they've been committed at the breakdown. They've been committed in the ball carry. The defence has been good.
Urgency's been there. A couple of decision-making errors, though.
And that's what you get, Marto, as we know, with a new team. Mike Harris not running the right line, Ben Tapua'i not quite getting it right when there are opportunities to score tries. That's the difference.
Yeah, they're playing against a Pumas team that had the same starting 15 3 in a row. Wallabies, well, don't have that luxury.
7th centre pairing. I think it's the 7th set of wingers for the year as well.
Yeah.
Throw in a new fullback in Mike Harris. He's the 5th fullback used in 2012.
Big blindside here. Landaho doesn't want to know about it. Yes, he does.
And he gets it out to Camacho and he keeps it. No, I thought for a moment he was going to be able to keep it in the field of play, but it's out.
Good bit of work there from Kirby Beale covering, as he should, from fly halves. That little short side, realised when the scrum twisted that he had to go. He'll come across and end up making this tackle, ditch tackle there.
Open.
In the end.
The cameraman ended up on the ground and
took the cameraman out as well.
You might see him here. Yeah, there he is.
Sharp.
Box kick here by Phipps.
Let him run, let him run, let him run.
Ioane chasing from the left wing. It's gone backwards, and so Robinson has it. Phipps gives it now to Sharp, and he dummies, but they don't fall for it.
He wishes he passed. Oh, look at the Pumas coming over the top.
Number 5, stay on your feet, off your feet.
They'll take the 3, pushes them out past the 7 points.
Shots.
Beale or Harris?
Harris coming across now.
Wallabies have been good at keeping the field position in their favour. They've never really been under pressure on the trial. In fact, neither team has. It's been a game played between the 22s. Neither team, and it's because of the penalties. Because we haven't seen the game get to multiple phase, the teams have been disciplined enough to defend their own try line without giving away penalties. Robbie Dean looks on. There he is.
Gee, I can
That
see
laser.
It's tough to do anything about it, eh?
I think they're looking for Dr. Evil and Mini-Me with that laser in the crowd. They found him finally.
I don't think they have. Craig Joubert just saying, I can't do anything.
Well, he was at the other end. Maybe there's two of them, Mini-Me at one end and Dr. Evil at the other.
Anyone who missed the first half, there's been a green laser. All 6 Wallabies penalty shots. Been a green laser shining in Mike Harris's face. But you would have thought in the second half he must have gone to the other side of the field.
Maybe there's two, mate.
Oh, do you reckon there are a double marksman?
Yeah.
It's pretty wicked. Listen to those horns.
Harris.
It was on the ball from that end.
If you saw the laser, it was on the football on that occasion. That's almost impossible.
Talk to someone on the
So
crowd.
no
That
joy
green
for
light.
the Wallaby fans in the crowd.
They've got to try and get rid of that guy.
So it's 15-9 and the referee is onto the laser, asking security to try and get rid of him. So the first loss, or first miss for Harris this match.
Sabo!
Radike up to the 22.
Runners in midfield.
15-9, he pops one over to Harris and one over the top now. Ioane will step off the left into the 22.
Yes, ball is out.
Phipps. Oh, and there's another drop ball. Argentina.
Run away, 7.
Going nowhere at the moment.
Advantage over.
Advantage is over. Amorosino, and he's got Ben Alexander, so he gets on the outside of him and he's got support out wide and they can't do anything with it. In the end, it was Agusha that just had to stick the left foot out, couldn't control it.
Oh, that was a shocking pass from Amorosino. Man, his ability and pace to throw that ball, that's a ruin.
Just needed to come a little bit off the left foot. The Wallabies sort of relaxed, thinking it had come back from the scrum, and Argentina kept attacking. Just needed to come in a little bit earlier to position his winger.
Ben Alexander couldn't match Amorosino for pace, but kept chasing, which put a little bit of pressure on the pass.
Sloppy, but it's been won by the Wallabies as Cummins is the inside runner. Phipps.
It's his first or second run of the match. They got good profit from the pick and drive at one stage in the first half. Here they go again.
Ben Alexander
Backward.
and Sharp. Penalty against the attacking team.
Oh, no.
Just as they were starting to build some pressure. Relieving penalty for the Pumas.
Sub. Send him on.
And we've got a change here.
This is a big change too.
Hernandez, Juan Martin Hernandez being replaced. So now 21 is out there, so Sanchez is a permanent replacement now.
It's a good kick from Amorosino on the left foot. They give Hernandez a big round of applause.
Gee, that's a surprise. It's their mainstay fly half coming off. Injury? Can't see it.
Real opportunity here for the Pumas. They're within a converted try. The Wallabies, a line out on the 22. Will they try to really up the ante and take a full drive at the Wallaby forward pack?
20 minutes remaining. Ndaho Lobe. There's a new man, Sanchez, through the hands. It goes Fernandez onto Agusha. Camacho. This is where they can be dangerous. They're going to go wide rather than keep it in tight. Ranchero! And now the 6, Farias, asking some questions of the men in goal now as the crowd roars. Bosch got it to Camacho. 6 metres out. The pick and go now from Albacete. Pumas applying the blowtorch. Crowd going wild. Converted try will give them the lead.
Let go! Onside! Onside!
They're charging at the line.
Penalty.
Advantage being played.
They want to keep banging away here, the Pumas. They've got numbers either side. So they can shift it early.
And they put it out to the left. It's been picked up over there by the 11, Kusha into touch.
They'll come back for the penalty though, surely.
And he might go to the pocket.
It was a 9-phase attacking raid after that line out.
Didn't they look good, that little running play?
Offside number 8.
And all of a sudden, for the first time, Argentina get a little bit of momentum. Scott Higginbotham ends up being penalised Radiki Samo rather, is penalised in front of the post. If that ball had been the early cutout play, there was an opportunity to score. Couldn't quite finish. Agusha.
Okay. I didn't think it was deliberate. Okay, thank you.
So he's saying the offence, he didn't think it was deliberate, so no yellow card, but they'll take the 3 points.
I think the Wallabies got off well there. That was an enormous threat.
15-12.
If there's one thing we know from this Wallabies team this year, sure, they can't score tries, but they can stop them.
You sort of think now the travel factor all of a sudden comes into the game. 18 minutes to play. It's been a long week. A lot of injuries, a lot of travel.
Come on.
And making a lot of errors.
So Cravey is the replacement hooker in 16 for Kendiasu. A good take from
Roll away,
Juan
goal.
Martin Fernande Lobe. Every minute of the rugby championship he's played.
Udiki
Yeah,
Samo's
man,
off too,
go on.
Clarkie. Dave Dennis on.
No.
Ben Alexander's turned this.
Small. Use or lose.
Did really well. Craig Joubert calling it a maul. And it was Amorosino who got caught there. He was on the left foot, decided to run. He sort of had an opportunity on the left-hand side, actually came to the right, which surprised me. And it was a good tackle in the end and good work from Ben Alexander to hold him up. Dave Dennis is now on the field in jumper number 18 for Radiki Samo.
Higginbotham goes to number 8.
Okay. Don't step back.
Just back row combinations been used together before, so no problems there. The scrum's going well in this second half.
A big improvement for Ben Robinson in at tight head. Loose head. He's, as we know, a good scrummager. It's been his work rate that's been under question lately. Slipper did well in the early stages, but the scrum wasn't great, and it's really improved. Great attacking opportunity now for the Wallabies to find an opportunity in the middle of the field.
You got Ioane on the inside of Beale, McCabe on the straight ball, and then they can go wide. So there's 3 options. Ioane is the normal one, but he'll be a decoy this time.
And Beale will give it to Ioane. Well read. Digby Ioane. Open them up. Try. And still no emotion in the coach's box.
That's extraordinary. He'd be pretty happy if you carved him up from a first phase set-piece move. Ioane slid in the background from the inside of Beale across to the outside and watch it open up.
Oh, yeah, you've got 4 players in motion, and that's what does it. When you've got 4, you can defend that with 3, but they've also got Paddy McCabe running a nice little outside line there, just outside Digby. First 3 Argentinian defenders stayed close, and it was just that little bit of drift in the middle of the field from Bosch, who just got caught. Looking to his left.
Bosch dropped his head and shoulders went, oh no, as Ioane ran on the inside of him. But nothing makes you happy for all the hours of hard work as a back than a set piece coming off for a try.
And Ioane's second try in the Rugby Championship. His first was that crucial try he scored against the Pumas, which turned out to be the winning try on the Gold Coast last month. His 11th Test try.
Nothing beats great scrum ball.
Harris adds the extra 2. 22 points to 12. A little bit of breathing space for the Wallabies in Rosario.
Have a look at it.
How important was that defence at the other end of the field? As we see those players go, Ben Tapawai runs a really nice decoy line, doesn't obstruct the player, goes into the gap, which is why it doesn't get pulled back from obstruction. But if the Pumas had scored at the other end, it's a different game.
Next 1 minute is important. The Wallabies need to sustain a little bit of attack. Oh, ball's gone through, but off the foot.
And it's going to beat everybody into touch.
Oh, they'll be happy with that, getting out of their defensive end with a sloppy piece of play, and it gets you 40 out from the opposition line. You're delighted with that type of result. You know the Pumas can come back. We've seen them score tries quickly in matches. They've looked dangerous when they've held onto the ball.
Going into the match, both these countries had scored 6 tries apiece in the Rugby Championship. Good two-handed take at the back by Patricio Albertetti. There's a new hooker, Cravey. Ben Robinson in there now, the penalty. Robinson was okay, but he's got Nathan Sharp coming in from the side.
It was Alexander.
It was Alexander, the front rower.
Oh, look, he was unbound. He was in an offside position and just grabbed hold of someone. I mean,
That's dumb.
And the referee let him get away with it, unfortunately.
Well, now all we're going to see is another forward drive from the Pumas. Wallabies cruel themselves, letting the Pumas back into the game straight away. Digbyani tried hard, but they've had his measure tonight. I'm sure they've analysed him and said, do not try to tackle him above the knees. Sliced him down every time, but if you can't touch him, you can't stop him from the last try.
Pumas needing to hit back now.
Onside goal.
Ndaho, number 21, Sanchez kicking for Agusha's wing. Back off Blue, so it's there for the Wallabies.
Oh, Mr. Everywhere, Hooper.
Deal.
Needed touch there as well.
Not out. Camacho, who's been so dangerous. He'll go to the air.
Oh, that'll suit the Wallabies, surely.
Harris calling the mark.
Oh, Camacho would have been so much better off having a run, because you're right, he's like a cartoon character. His legs spin around at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yep. Yeah.
Into touch.
Good kick, Clarkey, there from Mike Harris. Soaks up a little bit of time. The Wallabies get the breath back.
When you're defending and when you're attacking, eh? What? Looks a lot shorter when you're attacking than when you're defending.
In what place?
So I'm saying that was a full 10 metres comfortably. Number 6 is gone. Has he gone? Right. Come on.
Here's a change that's going to be very interesting in the last 10 minutes. Liam Gill, another fetcher. On for Tamani.
That's a good substitution. I like that at this point in the game.
The Pumas are going to come at you real quick. We need 2 fetchers.
Ndaho offloads. Cravey.
Yeah, ball is out.
Ball is out and Higginbotham goes through and steals it for the Wallabies.
Super reaction time. No halfback. Ben Alexander steps in.
Phipps looks up and picks the gap nicely.
It was Liam Gill's work at that breakdown that created the opportunity.
Went past the ball, cleaning out.
Just made enough of a mess of it to give them an opportunity, the Wallabies, to steal the ball, and they did.
So another change in the front row. Juan Pablo Orlandi.
Maybe the skinniest legs on an international prop you've seen for some time, Rod.
Yeah.
Come on.
Played a little bit of rugby Yeah, producer Sean Maloney over in Italy.
He did indeed. Sean tells us he has improved somewhat since then.
I think he said it was the worst prop he ever packed behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure he ever went to ground. That's a maul.
It's a maul.
Gills on it.
They're not getting that out of there.
Nah.
Okay, all right.
Centre field scrum to the Wallabies.
Collapse small.
9.5 minutes remaining. 22 points to 12.
Reason for excitement. Curtly Beale with plenty of room and less defenders. It'll be 3-on-3 and he'll have the run.
A bit of ice there, is that
Come in,
Hernandez?
thanks, Gold.
Yeah.
Was the problem why he got substituted. But Gill's made a difference. 2 opportunities for turnovers, and he's converted both of them since he's been on the field in about 3 minutes. We've been critical in the past of Robbie Dean's substitutions, but he looks to have pulled the right rein, Marto, so far.
Crouch.
I'd like to see him getting Gill on there last 15
Touch.
minutes.
Pause. Engage.
Well, they need to win this
Stand up,
scrum, the
hanging over the
Wallabies.
cliff, both of you.
Convert
towards
this
me,
scrum
please.
into points of any type, and they just about win the game.
Yeah, that was the referee. They on this one. And then I'm going to Ready?
Can you come up, please? Can you come up? Yeah, thanks. Right, there's the mark.
You pass, let's go.
No, Argentina, come forward, please. Come forward. Head and
Just
shoulders up.
wasting of time
Head and
helps the
shoulders up.
Wallabies.
Ben Robertson trying to find his channel to pack into here.
Crouch.
The new man
Touch.
making it difficult for him,
Pause.
Orlando.
Engage.
Phipps with the put in. Trapped at the back. Penalty right in front.
Courtesy of a powerful scrum. Again, Robinson's side pushing up on the loose head side.
Oh yeah, and Orlando was under all sorts of pressure. Had a habit, as we've been reliably told, to blame his second rowers for not pushing hard enough, but I think that time he got really well done over by Ben Robertson. A great scrum.
So if this goes over, it could put it out of the reach of the Pumas, as those from Australia who've made the long trek to South America, to Rosario, Argentina's 3rd largest city.
Be a lot more fun if they come away with a win. As a tourist, that's a long way to go.
I've learned a lot about the history of the place. Of course, Lionel Messi, the Barcelona football star, captain of the Argentina soccer team, comes from Rosario. Flags are up. The Wallabies are up. 25 to 12.
Yes, send them both.
2 converted tries needed now. That's tough with 6 to go when they've only looked like scoring, once in the whole game?
Amato, it's not the first time a Wallaby team has played in Rosario, but this is the first test team. They've played midweek encounters. Listen to the applause for Dr. Rodrigo Roncero, known as Roro, 35 years of age, made his debut in 1998 against Japan, so 15 seasons of international rugby, 230 games for Stade Francais in France, and it's all over. 3 Rugby World Cups. Shed a tear during the anthem, and I'm sure there'll be some tears a little later as well. But it's not over yet for his teammates, the Pumas.
7.
They need to be the next team to score, and it's a penalty. It goes against Michael Hooper. They take it quickly through Lendaho, and he gets it to one of the forward runners, and Lendaho is there again. Sanchez thought he spotted a gap. He had a man on his hip. He couldn't offload. Still could be on out wide. Now it's the new man, Orlandi. And trouble here. Trouble here for...
Sheehan's been on for 3 minutes.
Oh, Brett Sheehan. He's been on for a matter of seconds, and he's in the bin. He won't be back. 6 minutes remaining. So his 5th Test appearance ends in disappointment.
Giving the touch judge a fair mouthful too for dobbing on him.
No, I think he was saying he was just trying to make the tackle.
Yep.
And the guy got chopped in front of him. It was Argentina on attack.
The trial set up a grandstand finish.
Listen to the crowd. Puma, Puma. Can the Wallabies hold them out? Look for Hooper and Gill to try and get their hands on it.
Great defence.
They'll keep battering away. Higginbotham stands his ground on that occasion.
One side. 5, both feet.
Now they try and go a little bit wider. And Daho, Sanchez still going. McCabe and Beale hold him up. It's a maul.
If it doesn't come out, the Wallabies have survived.
I can see the ball.
Inside ball now. Fernando Lobe and the 22 is Imhoff. There's the drive. Imhoff's over the line.
There's the try.
They're back. The replacement. His 10th Test try.
Don't they love it in the crowd? 10 tries and 11 Test matches. An important one.
They had 2 penalties on the way there and just kept battering away. The Wallaby defence was heroic. Occasionally they got a glimpse of the grass beyond the try line. Finally they took it.
And it was just good, hard, grafted. The Wallabies defended really, really well. Just couldn't get Imhoff to ground early enough. See how tired they are. Important kick. Kick this one, and then it's the opportunity to play for a draw. Bosch with the chance.
Well, they can play for a win if he kicks this. No laser.
You can hear a pin drop. It's over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're right, mate. My math's not nearly as good as yours.
25-19. Just when it looked like the Wallabies.
Imhoff thought he might get there then, but quite simply have a look. He gets 3 mates pushing. The Wallabies have only got 2 up against him. 3 in the end. It's a simple mass equation.
Imhoff, one of a few in this Argentinian team. From pretty good pedigree. His father played for the Pumas.
That's the kick deep. Because
So,
they won't want to kick.
2.5 minutes remaining.
Wallabies would love an error caused by tough defence.
Yep.
And Daho to Lube, and they put it through the hands of Morosino, and they go wide now. Bosch. Pulled down by Tapawahi, back to Morosino. It's on the ground, but it's been cleaned up by the captain. And Daho.
Oh, chance.
That's Cravey.
7.
Penalty.
Stand your feet,
Oh,
stand
and it's
your feet.
against Michael Hooper. He can't believe it. He's given it away. Lendaho, and they cough it up.
Yes, there's the one. There was a risk that the Wallabies weren't back 10. That's the error they were dreaming of.
Oh, and they get a penalty now.
Yeah, stand your feet. It's exactly the same as 7 down there. Stand your feet.
Oh, the Wallabies are going to survive this. Ben Alexander exhorting Mike Harris. Look at the scoreboard, look at the clock. Put this into touch. Or they're saying maybe we have a shot and wind the clock down. Which gives Argentina the ball. What do you do, Kafe? Yeah.
Well, you got a minute to take the kick, so. But Kirtley just needs to stand here for 20 seconds and have a chat to the referee. Now he's got a minute to have the kick. So if he can kick the thing dead,
That's all he's got to do.
it's game over. Or if he can kick the.
You've got to make a reasonable attempt to kick it at the poles, eh?
And that's what Craig Gibber's saying. If he doesn't kick it for the goals and kicks it straight into touch.
Hold on. If he decides that Courtney Beale's had a shocking kick, he can award a penalty and then create a test finish.
There's the laser back again.
I would stop if I was Courtney Beale and go, no, sort that laser out or I'm not kicking.
Yeah.
Well within your rights.
Well, we go back to the Highveld, 2010, Bloemfontein. He had to kick a long-range penalty goal to win that test match. Now he's eating away the seconds. Obviously, he'll be delighted if it goes over, but just taking his time.
Kick it as hard as you can.
And Beale,
Nope.
not enough energy in the legs.
Oh,
Not dead.
Here they come!
Listen to the roar of the crowd, trying to get the Pumas home for the first time in the Rugby Championship. But they need a converted try, and they're at the other end of the field, and they go wide. The try scorer, Imhoff.
Good tackle from Cummins.
Wallaby survived this. This is one of the great victories with a patched-up team.
And there's a mistake.
They've won it!
It's all over in Rosario. Battered, bruised, under strength. Hammered in the media. And finally something for the fans who've travelled to South America to celebrate. Australia 25, Argentina 19. Just the one try in the match for the Wallabies to Ioane in the second half. Then Imhoff scored for the Pumas. They had a chance to steal it at the end, but they couldn't do it, the Pumas. So congratulations.